Welcome to Moonbase 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Moonbase 2 podcast. My name's Andy, Corporate Commander TFW, and I'm joined by the spinning ninja of truth. It's Mikey G. Wolf V3. Hello, Mikey.
I spin to win.
Do you go twirling
Twirling
towards victory?
Freedom.
God, that's from a very old episode of The Simpsons, isn't
And
it?
it was good.
It was. That was a Halloween special when they actually were doing horror films for the Halloween special. Do you remember that? Do you remember what a novelty that was?
I don't know. All I know is that people tell me that The Simpsons is still going, quote, strong, unquote.
I don't believe that.
I mean, I'm sure it's still going.
I believe that. I certainly believe that. 100%. But I hear Apu's going. Like he's
no,
being kicked off from the
they're
show.
not getting rid of Apu, are they? Finally,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I like Apu. Well, I liked Apu back in day.
Yeah, apparently that documentary that came out a while ago totally didn't have anything to do with it, but you know,
Bullshit.
It did.
There was an entire documentary about how someone found Apu offensive, and you're telling me that had nothing to do with it?
No, of course not. Of course not.
I'm not going to comment on whether Apu is offensive or not.
Well, I think it's a person by person kind of thing, isn't it?
And you know, obviously we are probably not from the target audience of whether or not offenses to be taken, but I just, it's weird to me that now you're thinking about getting rid of someone like that when he's been this way since the beginning. Then they're gonna have to start clearing out quite a few characters if they go down that route.
I don't know, Mikey.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like
I don't see people complaining about Groundskeeper Willie.
No, but they'll also have to clear out a lot of their Asian characters.
Yes, I see what you say.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember what he's called.
No,
you know the one. He's like the one Chinese guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If I see that leprechaun again, I'm going to complain because I hate that. That leprechaun went from being a ha-ha. He went from being a ha-ha-ha, and now it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Ha-ha. I liked how angry he was all the time, but he laughed.
No.
Hey, you satirize everyone, or satirize no one, I suppose. That's probably how it should be. But we're not here to talk about that, Mikey. We're here to talk about Transformers. And this week is, once again, we, Mikey, are in the Sahara of January.
We have so much cactus juice.
Yes, that would explain so
It'll
much.
quench your thirst. It's the quenchiest.
Man, it's been a long time since I've seen that.
I saw people talking about Prestige Television this week, and then I just saw a very random thing of just like someone did a music video for Avatar, like came up with a new song for Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm just like, Prestige Television, my ass.
I'd much rather watch Avatar than most things.
Yes, 60 episodes of this, and I will take it over Breaking Bad.
Oh god, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. 100%. Mikey, you and I both know that your inner thighs are hollow, like your heart.
Yes, it's where I keep my change.
Oh, I thought it's where you kept your guns.
No,
and your knives, and your toothpicks.
I use
and your jaunty farmer's cap.
That is kept in the back.
Oh, okay. Matter. Well, unfortunately, Shockwave Labs cannot fix your problems, but they have fixed the thigh issues with their SL 58/59 upgrade kit for the power of the Primes, Rodimus Prime / Unicronus, which, if you forgot, is the black version of that Rodimus figure. With a mustache, if I recall. So these are pieces for the thighs and also for shoulder fillers as well. I don't know whether I think the shoulder fillers. Oh, the shoulder fillers are for the big mode. It seems rather than the small mode.
Yes. The basic whole point of this is to give him a bit more shoulder articulation.
Right, and also to fill in them thighs, which get a bit on the holy side. The thighs are for the smaller robot mode, and like was mentioned, the shoulders stuff is for the big mode, whatever you want to call that, the combined prime mode, something like that, whatever.
Rodimus. It's Rodimus.
Yeah, and Unicronus prime mode, optimal
Rodimus Unicronus
super mode. I don't know. What do you think of these, Mikey? Because this looks a bit more involved than what I suppose we've usually had, which was just like a lump of plastic which you just finagled into a slot. These seem to be more replacement thighs, for the Rodimus at least, and you have screws. It kind of shows you how to undo the thigh, the current thigh, and replace it with a new thigh. Though I will say I think the new thigh doesn't. I mean, it doesn't look good, but it's filling a purpose, I suppose. So it looks nasty, but fills in a hole.
Like I just look at the pictures they have of regular Rodimus's legs. They don't look particularly gappy.
I think it's probably around the back. It must be.
Don't know. Well, I'm less concerned about the back. Come at me, Jobby. But this is really about giving the extra shoulder articulation. Yeah. Which is, if that is something that is very important to you, because that the boat robot modes for that figure they're unreasonably limited. So this will improve them. I don't think it makes a huge improvement to either figure overall, because I think the whole toy is fairly flawed. And as you said, if you are someone who wants the hot rod mode, then you have made his legs less attractive.
He ain't gonna be on the runway with those legs out.
Because it's not just the new legs, but it's also the kibble.
Yeah,
like you've given him kibble.
Yeah, he's kind of got kind of waist armor, kind of skirt armor. I don't think actually the skirt armor bothers me too much. It's more the actual size of the thigh. He's
chunky.
Yeah, they're too chunky. I think, I think it might look better if there was, how just below the knee joint you have that rounded knee joint. I think because you go from quite a large, fat, square look for the new piece, then you go back into the normal design, which is a lot more thin and streamlined. It doesn't have a good flow to it. It looks too big.
Not a good color match.
No, it's not the best. Yeah, one's painted silver, which is arguably nice, and one's
gray plastic.
Beige? I don't want to say grey. It looks more beigey grey. I don't know my color wheel. So, yeah, you're right. It's not the prettiest. Even on the hot rod, it looks like it's painted orange rather than plastic orange.
Yeah, and it clashes with the rest of the toy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not crazy about it in general.
No. I can't complain though that given the big fig, more articulation is a bad thing. Like you said, I think it's a person by person thing of how much more articulation do you want in those shoulders. Do you think it would improve the figure that much more? If it does, okay, fair enough. But it's not a game changer. It's not, say, the Magnus armor for the classics Ultra Magnus toy, which was a game changer. But it's that's not an apples to apples comparison. But just throwing it out there. Obviously, but unfortunately, we have no information on the price or the release date. But they're going to be coming out at some point. So keep your peepers on the places where you buy your Shockwave Labs stuff from, and you'll see them in time. Also, on the list of the Shockwave Labs, Mr. Mikey, is the SL70LED. I thought it was a bigger title, but it's not. It's just LED. Blaster kit for the Studio Series SS-56 Shockwave. So I think it's exactly what it says on the tin. This is for the Leader Class Series Dark of the Moon Shockwave, if you needed to know. And you can disassemble his arm and then reassemble it. And then he has a light on the inside of his gun. So it doesn't look like... Is it a new gun? I think it is a new gun. Or a new barrel to house it. I
think it's a part change.
Yeah, it looks like it's
the old gun that sort of wraps around the new bits.
Yeah, it looks like it's the barrel, which is new. And the light goes inside the new barrel. And then the stock, I think, or whatever. The main body of it is going to, like you say, be the same. So they have a picture of it. It's a red light. Is that a trigger thing? I don't know. Maybe it is. You have a picture of Optimus Prime holding Shockwave's arm, which I'm assuming he did in the movie at some point. Is that right, Mikey?
Yes.
Okay, good, because you remember it more than I do.
I would perhaps suggest that whoever did that caption bubble doesn't do any more caption bubbles.
Why not?
Well, it's hideous, and also it appears that they did not get the scale of the text right.
No, I would throw in that if you're going to do a speech bubble, click on the fill tool in Photoshop and fill with white. Don't leave it as a transparent background because it makes it quite difficult to see. Also, it helps the writing stand out a little bit more.
And not
even
have
I do
the
that.
writing...
Even I do that for my shitty images that I do for the podcast each and every week. And if I can do it, you can do
also
it.
don't have the writing overlapped by the border of the speech bubble.
That also helps, yeah. Not the best, but never mind.
No.
What do you think of this upgrade, Mikey? You tell me frequently of your sexual obsession with Dark of the Moon Shockwave and how you've lamented for years that his cannon did not, in fact, light up.
Well, I mean, I just like the idea of a robot with a lot of tentacles.
Mm-hmm. No, I can see that. Yeah.
You know.
No,
and even if he doesn't have himself, he knows a robot with a lot of tentacles. So it all sort of goes my way. I'm sure if you are big into this toy, which a lot of people seem to be, I'm hearing fairly good stuff about it.
Okay.
That you will appreciate the opportunity to pick it up. This add-on that you can then install in your robot.
Do people love lights in the toys? I mean, I remember it was a thing that people kind of missed from official releases, but do you think it's to the point where people want lights? I mean, it must be because we're getting them in for an option. But it still surprises me, I suppose, that this is an option people are interested enough to pay for. I mean, to each their own, as usual, but you know what I mean, Mikey? It's like, it's a light. I'm going to turn it on once and then never again.
Oh, I'll never interact with it. I would it has no value to me.
No, but it seems to have value to some people, I suppose. So, here's a thing that would be kind of neat potentially. This is for future Hasbro plans. Here's the thing: what if they could make the toys interact with an app? So when you shoot the light from the gun. It can track where that is and through the app, and you can have like a spark go off on another toy, like on a special sensor. That'd be nice. That'd be neat. Then it would give a reason for you to press the buttons, and it'd be a stupid, fun little thing for kids to do. So they could press the button and go pew pew while looking through the phone, and through the phone their toy could blow up, and they could push it over and go fuck you, something like that. Yeah, I got nothing else there. Those were two quickies, so I'm gonna take this one as well because this one's real basic as well. Lemon Tree Toys, the LT-03 Purple Potato. As everyone knows, the favorite killer that a potato should be eaten. For those who forgot, this is the movie, the 1986 movie Decepticon battleship that Galvatron got, which apparently had a name.
Revenge.
Remember offhand? Revenge. Rwengi. The Rwengi. Last time we talked about it, we saw it was either non-colored prototype images of it or non-colored CG renders of it. I can't remember which. These seem to
renders.
They were rendered. Okay, because now we have rendered colored images of it, and it's Shockwave, so I'll let your mind color in the details. It's exactly what you would expect it to be.
I hope they change the color of the chest.
Yes, yeah, they have just done that as a big solid piece. I would imagine that might be translucent on the final product.
Yeah, which would be better, but maybe just have it in the paler lilac.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose. Yeah, I'm not personally too worried about it just because CG render. Once a proper one comes out, we'll get a better idea. But it would be weird if that wasn't translucent, since that's like Shockwave. That's the bit you do translucenty. That doesn't sound right. Do you have any thoughts on this, Mikey? I know how you have a violent hatred for Shockwave with two hands.
Yes, but like some people seem legitimately angry about that, and it's.
Oh, I was joking.
No.
Is that
there's also people who saying they need a reason to justify this toy, because it's not G1. It's just like.
Oh my god.
Pretty G1, but I dig it.
This is why he should have been his own character. That no one would have bitched about it. Actually, that's a lie.
They wouldn't have bought him then.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he looks decent. I want to see some physical stuff, but I'm liking like I said, apart from the chest, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Just probably just more like we've said before, it would have been nice if it was someone different, but yeah. We don't see it colored in its spaceship mode, but again, it's probably those images we saw last time just coloured purple. So I don't think it's, again, too big of a stretch to imagine what that's going to be like. The big thing is going to be how it looks, like you say, when we get a full rendered, a full prototype version of it. Do we know what Lemon Tree's quality is like? Have they? I know this is number 3, but have their other ones came out yet?
No, not as far as I know. I think this is a weird thing where number 3 might be the first one coming out.
Right. No, they did an Optimus, I think.
Did I?
Is that? I don't know. We talked about it last time we talked about this story, so that's fine. Mikey, do you want to tell us about some Generations toys that we talked about a long, long time ago, at least when we saw the concept art for them?
Andy, I want to talk to you about the Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
No, I don't want to. I hated that show. I violently hated that show as a child. I don't know why. I just remember getting really pissy when it came on, and I was like, this is stupid.
They were cowboys from Moo Mesa.
I think it was
They were mutant cowboys. They were mutant cows who, if I remember right, were changed by aliens who were then living on a mesa where no one lived and became cowboys.
But to be fair, it seemed like an entire community of cow people, so they weren't the freaks, even though they were. I hated that intro. I think that's why I hated the show so much.
Moo Mesa. But yes, Generations Toys have previously done the GT10 T-Beast Ape, which is a Optimus Primal based off of the design from the T-Beast Dojin book, which is a fan book done, a couple of fan books done a while ago, which is basically reimagining a lot of Transformers characters as Zoids. Is
that Hentioi? Or is that normal Dojin?
No, this is the one that you can take to work. I mean, you shouldn't because you'll be mocked, but they also have a Rodimus who's on the way. He's still up for order, I believe. I don't think he's out yet. Who's a tiger, and this is GT11 Red Bull.
What's he turned into?
Wings.
Just wings, no bird. That'd be great.
This is a sideswipe done up as a Brahma Bull, if you want to be exact.
No.
So this guy, his beast mode is overall quite similar to what you were seeing. It's more stylized, but the basic layout and looks like the basic transformation are quite similar to what you were seeing from the Mastermind Creations, Rampage, and Headstrong.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
So there's a brick in the middle of it with some legs and a head in the front. He's fairly articulated, got a lot of tilts and stuff in his bull mode. Also, it looks like his horns rotate to different angles, depending on how you want it presented. He's got, in robot mode, I think he's got some sort of like fan mode, which is referencing Buffalo Dump, I want to say it's called.
A what?
It's a non-made maybe it hit the concept stage, which was basically a dump truck kind of tank thing with a bull on the front.
Oh, I just thought it was like lying down.
Yeah, but I think it's referencing a thing. I think it is.
But it's got no tires. Does it hover?
It's a tank. Bull tank. Also, they've also got him standing up as a bipedal bull.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say I'm glad you didn't say Minotaur, because it's just a cow on its back legs for some reason.
Yeah, it's a cow that's mocking you. We can do this all the time. But yeah, he's fairly articulated, and then in his robot mode, he is a stylized but pretty as close to G1 as you can get sideswipe. Very good articulation on him, and he comes with accessories like pile drivers, both flat and pointy. And weapons and all sorts of... Presumably there's a jetpack in there somewhere, even if we haven't seen it. Now, on the one hand, I actually really like this design. It's a nice take. I actually think having the little half bull head in the middle of the robot chest really breaks him up well. On the other hand, there's a small bit of controversy around these figures, as at least one of the artists from the T-Beast book, I think it was the guy who designed Optimus Primal, who I don't know if he designed... the other two figures, other two designs. He wasn't happy about them using the design, and because he was saying, like, you took it without my permission, and since you're using it on a non-licensed product, this could affect my standing in toy design circles, and he was actually trying to get, a job.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a, how do I feel about this thing? Even though I really, 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 really like it. Yeah, it looks really fun. Andy, what are your thoughts on the Red Bull?
I suppose, at least with the artist coming out and being quite active about saying he's angry about it. It should show that to employers that, you know, he doesn't support it, and hopefully it won't affect his employment options when he's been so vocal about, like, hey, don't do this.
Yeah,
I would
hopefully.
hope. I would hope. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't hit my aesthetic. I don't think. It's a neat idea. Maybe it's because it's just playing with a safe character like Sideswipe, who's just like, oh, it's another red character because we got, like you said, Rodimus or Hot Rod, whichever one it is, and it's like that's another red one. I don't see Sideswipe as a bull myself. Maybe Trailbreaker might have been a nice bull take.
I think it's because isn't the animal on the logo of Lamborghini's a bull?
Oh, Mikey, you're asking me about cars. I just know they have 4 wheels, sometimes 3.
Sometimes 2.
Isn't that just a motorbike?
No, there are cars with 2 wheels.
What? Isn't that a bicycle?
I'm not explaining these things to you, Andy. You've learned.
I'm not explaining fucking cars to you, Andy. I don't have my entire life to waste. Yeah, like, even though it doesn't hit my aesthetic, it looks like a high quality figure. Like, it looks pretty premium. Obviously, it might not be in hand, but from the images, it looks like it's gonna handle well. I almost think it's weird that he has little bull horns on his robot head as well.
I suppose, like, Sideswipe does have, you know, horns on his head. I
thought he had, like, little square nipples, we'll call them.
They're basically horns.
Are they?
Basically.
Okay. I think it's a nice little kind of hint that he is a bull for this version. You know, it's just like, oh, he's got little horns. But maybe because the face shape is similar-ish to Bumblebee, adding the horns for the silhouette would make me feel it's more Bumblebee-ish than Sideswipey.
Bumblebee one is out there as well. I think it's a tiger. Don't think it's by Generation Toys though.
Oh really? Oh, I'm sure we did talk about a Bumblebee, but I couldn't remember if that was just us talking about it when it was again in the concept stages or not. But yeah, it's all right. It's interesting. It's different. It's still playing, I guess, fairly safe. But yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shall I take us on, Mikey?
Please do.
Well, Mr. Mikey, reissues are coming out in Canada, the land of Canada. Maple syrup and Canadian Kodiak bears and whatnot. G1 Astro Train, the reissue is coming out. It's good. Wow, woof, that's a spicy meatball. It's been cited in Ontario for $69.99 Canadian, which is apparently $53. Wow, that's a big difference. $53.30 American. That's a big difference. Even so, that to me seems a bit high for Astro Train for a reissue. I don't know about you.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure do you remember those Japanese box figures came out in those white boxes? I'm sure I didn't pay nearly that much. I'm sure I paid probably like 30 or something for them.
Yeah, but was that the right colored Astro Train?
It was
also, to be fair, that came out about 20 years ago, Andy.
Fuck off! It wasn't 20 years ago.
It was. Those came out a long time ago.
It came out a long time ago, but 20? Come on.
Almost, yeah.
Probably more like, I don't know. I don't think
more 20. Like 19.
I was gonna say like 15 or something because I got those.
Let's see. We're in 2020 now. The commemorative edition Transformers. Okay, so the first in 2004.
20 years ago, then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, about 20 years ago, Andy. Yeah.
Yeah, you said 20. I said 15. I was closer.
You're old, Andy. You're old, and currency has changed value. Is my point.
I don't think it's changed that much. This seems like a big steep
price drop. Yes, it has. It genuinely has. This is one of those times where I can say, like, inflation has kicked the shit out of you.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I don't actually think this is them ripping you off. I think this is inflation kicking the shit out of you.
Is it? Yeah. All right. To me, it still seems expensive. And if you needed to know what color this Astro Train is, it is original G1 toy-colored Astro Train. So he's white where he should be grey. But he's not the Japanese one, he's black for some reason.
I thought he was grey.
It's either black or grey. It's a dark color.
It's black and white. Because he looks grey in the box to me. Grey and
No.
purple.
No, he looks like the toy version to me, bro.
I think you have broken eyes.
No, I think his artwork is grey. I think the actual toy is white.
I think you got crazy eyes.
All right, send us in images, people, of your newly $70 worth of Astro Train Canadian, and let us know, is it white or is it grey? We must know.
$50 American, because Canadians are getting screwed over with their dollar as well.
We must know so we can put Mikey back in his box. Tell me he's wrong. You're in the wrong box.
New box, boy.
Do you have anything to say on young Astro Train, old Mikey?
Nah, it's fine.
It's fine, he says. It's fine.
It's fine.
Who would you like to see then for next, I suppose, on the list of reissued Transformers Back to the West? Ones that will happen that we've had loads of before.
I mean, do you really want me to give the answer of who I'd like to see?
No, because that won't happen. I would imagine. I'm trying to think who we've had who's been in the Japanese box sets that I have, because that's probably the safest thing. Maybe Blitzwing, because they did do Blitzwing.
Yeah, there's Blitzwing. Hound.
Okay, yeah, Hound's a fairly safe bet, I'd say. Maybe Astro. Blitzwing. Like I say, I think again he's a fairly safe bet to go with. Blaster. We've had Soundwave, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey, do you want to take us on to the last two bits of news for this week? Because it's
no, because that's your problem. Because I'm doing a different bit of news.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Haha. Via Hasbro Pulse, people, we have announced a new comic miniseries coming in a few months. Now, last year we had Transformers 84, a one-shot, which was Simon Furman kind of telling a side story to the Marvel material. It served kind of as a prequel.
Both of us liked it. Spoilers for the show that came out a few months ago, or whenever it did.
Yeah, it did a story on Punch Counter Punch. Not how I would have done a story on Punch Counter Punch, but I think very competently handled. Yeah. And we were both kind of shocked by that because it was Simon Furman, and we're not fans.
You have more hang-ups on Simon Furman than I do, but Simon Furman's a bit of a.
But I would say Simon hasn't written anything good since Spotlight Galvatron.
Oh no. That was only 10 years ago.
And I would say that was an outlier, not a commonality.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Oof.
Yeah. War Within, aged terribly. So this is a... Transformers 84 issue 0 was quite well received. I think it got at least... I think it might have gotten a second printing, I'm not sure.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I think so, don't quote me on that. But... David Mariotti, who is the Transformers editor over at IDW, and working under the crushing thumb of John Barber, head editor, and he's probably like constantly breaking into his office and micromanaging everything. Just we've decided we need to streamline things a bit, and John Barber just kicks in the door. No, you must link everything. All must matter. Jumps out the window and just your office is over there, sir. Just as he's falling down. Fix it. We love John. But yeah, so it went well, and we're getting a 4-issue mini-series following up Transformers 84 Secrets and Lies. So this is going to start April 1st. Guido Guidi is going to be the main artist. JPB, John Paul Bove, is going to be doing some of the coloring, and Simon Furman is going to be doing the writing. We don't have a lot of information on this. Basically, Shockwave is up to something, but Megatron's in the way. Presumably, this will tie into the Marvel books in some way. We'll see. Going by the covers, I mean, we can make a few guesses. Ratbat and Shockwave are likely to play a part. Decepticon Jetfire is there, which is interesting since I'm fairly certain that in the comics he kind of followed I woke up and became a Decepticon after, because I had no idea what the Decepticons were. So, going by one silhouette, Punch Counter Punch is going to be in it.
Right.
Dinobots are going to play a part, and kind of the big moment. We're going to get Straxus and Starsaber.
Is that big? Is that a big thing?
I mean, Straxus kind of doesn't exist in US fiction.
That's true. I mean,
and
when I say
Starsaber, hasn't, a lot of people seem very happy, like, a Star Saber who's not a religious zealot. Yay, the deep, meaningful hero of my youth.
Oh, but what if he's even worse in this, Mikey? What if he's just a psychomanic murderer?
He's just like his mask. When he goes into his medium robot mode, he's just like chewing on people as he talks. I had a son once.
He's the reason the Decepticons revolted because he went in and massacred a load of protoform babies in front of the Decepticon parents or something.
Yeah, like, you will learn. You will learn.
This is justice. No.
He's throwing them off cliffs.
Oh no. Fucking yeet, baby Cybertron.
But so I'm interested in this. Like I said, my gun shyness about Simon Furman means I'm not super excited by this. I hope he continues the quality he showed in 84, which was kind of the anti-Regeneration 1, as it had a mild sense of joy, despite the fact that it was quite a dark series. Regeneration 1 read like a book someone didn't want to write.
Really? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. But Andy, what's your thoughts?
I'm kind of interested. When you told me about it, or when I saw you mention it on Twitter, I was like, oh, I'm not unhappy to hear that it's coming. Because like we said, both you and I liked it when we read the, I guess, one shot preview. I guess. If this does well, I guess it will probably mean it'll maybe go to 6 mini, and then if that does well again, it could go to an ongoing. I guess it all depends on how good these guys do for the from here on out. It could be the start of a new book, or it might just have the one thing and then be done and dusted. Who knows? But yeah, I'm interested enough. Interested enough to give it a pop. I hope it doesn't confuse readers, though. Oh, there's 2 Cybertrons, there's 2 continuities. Ooh, confusing. I don't mean that.
You do.
I don't like the people. If I was a person in Hollywood talking about movie franchises, then I would be joking, and then they'd take me seriously.
Yeah, and then
that's how that works.
Which is how we ended up with Batman not appearing in any of the CW or live-action DC shows for 10 years because they thought they'd get confused by Batman being in movie and TV.
Yeah, it's not the first time that stuff's happened.
No. But now he's Kevin Conroy, so that's good.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Although that was like Murder Batman.
My favorite kind.
Murder Batman played by Kevin Conroy was kind of a beautiful thing.
Shall I move on to the last 2 stories then, Mikey?
Please do.
Right, so these are once again guests going to TF Nation and TF Con. First up, TF Con, we've got Tyler Blazinski, who is the writer for Transformers Galaxies. The Constructicons Rising, the story again me and Mikey are quite surprised about how much we're kind of enjoying it. So he will be going to Orlando. So if you want to talk to him about Galaxies and ask him about his thoughts on the Constructicons and G1, because that's G1 cartoon, that seems to be his bread and butter, go down and talk to him there. And also going to TF Nation, we have Andy Cozens. I'm taking a stab at the dark with how that's pronounced, so do apologies if that's not right. He's apparently a toy designer and production. He's been in toy design and all that jazz since the mid-70s, so a while ago. Working on preschool development for Kitty Craft. He then moved over to Milton Bradley, who people may or may not remember. The earliest distributor for European distributor, I should say, for Transformer toys. And then to the position of senior designer, playing a crucial part in development of the childhood staples, play school, and robotics. Robotics. Remember that, Mikey? Robotics.
No.
Oh, I remember robotics because it was at the end or the beginning of a Transformers video. It's like the big rigs and the muscle machines, and robotics was always like, hey, watch these. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
I'm almost certain I don't remember, because when I think of this, all I can think of is Botmasters.
It's definitely not Botmasters, because that shit was French, I think.
Oh, Botmasters.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Jai could confirm.
No, it was like one of those that range of mid-90s French cartoons that came over.
Yeah, it was weird. He was later promoted to a group product manager for research development in the unfortunate termed boys' toys section. I wouldn't say it's unfortunate.
I'm
It's
not
just
getting into
how
it. I'm looking over here.
I'm just going to say it's the time. That's how it was. Who cares? Before becoming the category development head of boys.
Boys. I am head of boys.
Boys, girls, toys. I like the idea that he. When I was reading that, I just imagined him in a factory crafting boys and girls in like factory lines.
Wouldn't boys, girls, wouldn't being category development head of boys, girls, toys, just be category development head of toys?
Toys. Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Because even if you go into the much wider spectrum of gender identity, they're all playing with the same toys.
Well, I
unless
would have
you're
just
going
said
into the
he's
adult,
making toys.
Unless it's the 18 plus. Unless it's like, oh, this is to distinguish from the Hasbro's 18 plus section.
Yeah.
Or just like, there's the men women toys, the boys girls toys. They're a different place.
Maybe it's because it's the development head of boys, girls, toys, and creative play, which is a hell of a title. He was doing that for Hasbro Europe, so he's done a lot of been
toys.
Deep involved in the toys. He's been deep involved in that stuff, so he could be a really interesting guest. Hopefully, they'll give a decent sized panel time for him to have a chat
Honestly,
about his process.
To me, he's the most interesting guest.
Yeah, I would say so. I assume because they've got a picture of him, and then behind him looming is the G1 Overlord toy. I'm gonna I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna assume he probably had something to do with that. Otherwise, why would you put Overlord in the background of him?
Maybe he's just maybe it's his favorite.
No, maybe.
Also, presumably, in that case, it would be like I helped them bring it over.
I don't know.
No, because Overlord came out here in the mid '90s, and it was designed in the mid '80s.
Maybe, sure, yeah.
And he does not look like a Takara designer, just because.
Well, Mikey, you know what you can get. You know what you can do. You can go to TF Nation and ask him yourself.
Were you in Takara? Is it all your? Did you design Star Saber? Did you make him a cowboy?
If you go down, you'll be able to ask. And that's it, Mikey. That's all of our news for this week.
Nothing happened.
No, it's been like I said at the start of the show. It's been dry. The Sahara is vast and not plentiful. So I'll kick it over once again and ask Mikey what you've been up to this week. What you done for fun? Done any crazy shenanigans?
Oh God, not a lot of gaming this week. Just haven't had the time. I watched a couple of episodes of the ReZero show that's airing at the moment, which is the sort of summation compilation show for season 1, kind of give you a primer before the next season comes out in April. Would you describe it as a 0.5 show? Like, does it do like a lot of new things? Or no? Oh God, almost nothing. Oh, okay. It's streamlining things a lot, and it's to its detriment. Well, I mean, so what's it including is it does things like extending shots or including edits that were made in the Blu-ray, like removing some background characters, or there's one scene in the Blu-ray where you see an eyeball that it wasn't on the TV show. Okay. So it's just to say, I would say, do not waste your time with this is an understatement. Right. Because hey, whether you're going Crunchyroll or whatever route you're going for your anime, why watch this when ReZero is out there? Because if someone says, oh, well, I want to watch season 2, but I don't want to spend ages watching a 26 episode show to catch up in it, my answer would be, shut the fuck up and watch ReZero. See, the reason I asked it is because obviously, at least here in the UK, I'm not sure if it's recently, but the Blu-rays came out at some point, and then I heard about this show coming in, and I was like, so are these Blu-rays effectively worthless now because there's a new show out that might have better stuff? And it sounds like there's not. Don't worry, they've just taken some stuff from the Blu-ray. Yeah, anything new in there so far is from the Blu-ray cut. Yeah. And like I said, there's just some shots that they've extended, except I was reading one person's overview of it, and it was what, this really adds the emotional weight to the moment, and to me it does. Who said that? Someone. And I just said she's when she says her name is Satella in the first episode. Yes. Instead of doing what she did in the show, which is she sort of pauses and goes, okay, my name's Satella. She pauses slightly longer. And I'm just like, Amelia does not have room to space this out as a character.
Did you know in the original version what she said?
My name is Inigo del Toya.
No,
You
she
killed
said
my father?
my name is pause.
My
And
name
then she
is
said
what?
no, she had to pause and then she says Skywalker as she sees Obi-Wan and Sky and Luke in the background. And everybody
As long
groans.
as you don't see bloody Kylo. I hate Kylo so much. Kylo is the worst thing about those movies by a country fucking mile. It ain't Snoke, it ain't the Palpatines, it ain't the Skywalkers, it's fucking Kylo.
I don't think we can say that because neither of us have seen the last movie, so...
I have seen the first two.
Yeah,
It's fucking Kylo.
I don't know.
Kylo. He's atrocious. I hate him so much. But yeah, I would not waste your time with it. Like, there is a perfectly serviceable, a very, very, very enjoyable show out there to watch called ReZero.
Mm.
Don't bother with the summation thing because, even if it said, oh, it's a primer for people who've already seen the show, just rewatch it. Like, there's no reason not to. It's very good.
Do you want me to give you some good news, Mikey? As we've been talking. Rising of the Shield Hero Season 1 Part 1. So bad news, it is split into 2. But it'll be coming out here in the UK on the 1st of June, which is granted still a long way off. But yeah, if you want to own the first half of Rising of the Shield Hero, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I watched a bit of Isekai Quartet.
Hey, I haven't bothered. I'm gonna wait until it builds up since the episodes are like 10 minutes each. I want to have a few under my belt.
It's a quick watch. Basically, it's the same thing you had before. Introduces the frogs from Konosuba, which was fun. And now for me and the gang, Reptilian and Philo, the way it kind of works for them is that they're kind of themselves. And like now for me is rather serious in this. Which I'm not sure if that's quite working for me because he's not really playing against anyone. He's just sort of living in his own ball at one point, literally. So I don't know. I don't think they've quite got a handle on what they want to do with him. Plus, the show is still very much focused on the original 4 protagonists, which I feel like if you're going to bring in the Shield Hero characters, they need to be as important.
Yeah,
that's just my take and things.
But how many episodes have you watched? Is it just 1 or 2 so far?
Just 1 or 2. Just 1 or 2.
Ah, okay.
I watched episode 3 of Senton Academy.
Yeah, same. I did that.
Yep. Which tells the story of a boy who wants to ask a girl out and can't, and of the overpowered Japanese school council who thinks that this new weird group is breaking their morals. And I think that's the most normal thing about this.
Well, to be fair, you did boil it down to the most normal aspects of what each of those things were. You deliberately left out the weird things.
Such as, Andy?
Well, the boy in question is a lion who has a pride, or harem, if you will, as is described.
Repeatedly reminds you.
Yes, of attractive lioness ladies who are with him for the same reason that they would be for in the wild, which is because he has a fantastic mane. It's big, fluffy, and dark. Apparently, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So again, learning. If a lion male has a big, fluffy, like dark mane, the female lions will be like, damn.
Yep, that's actually true.
Yeah. And I like the fact that at the end of the episode, when he cut it, they couldn't actually remember what his face looked like. It was just a drawn-in pencil face with a smile. It's like, we didn't give a shit. He just had this amazing mane. That's great. Fucking bitches. And the girl he was after was, what was it, an Impala?
An Impala.
An Impala.
That's a gazelle.
Yeah, reindeer.
The whole thing, like, is he in love with her, or is he just hungry?
I don't know. Yes, maybe.
He's happy.
Maybe he's both. Yeah, he seemed happy by the end, so yeah.
Just when he's trying to talk to her. Because he goes to Jin for advice because you must be the master of interspecies relationships.
I'm not. I hate this.
Get this thing off me! But he's just like, talk to her. How will I approach this? Stalk her, and then literally stalk her and chase her like you're trying to kill her.
Yeah. The way that this school works is insane.
It's the bit at the end where they're lovingly looking at each other's faces. She's sitting there with a bowl of saddle and he's just got this big lump of meat.
Yeah. And you're like, was that one of her friends, maybe? How did they get meat in this world? Where does it come from?
Well, there were the fish. We saw what happened to fish in this world.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, it's still great. What a fucking fun like I would describe it as a stupid show that's incredibly fun, and those are the shows I really like.
But Andy, also the school council.
Yeah, naked mole rats.
Yeah, what did you learn about naked mole rats?
One, I did not know naked mole rats felt shame at wearing clothes, as if they were naked, which I don't think is a real thing, but I like the concept of it. I think I already knew that they had. No, I did know that they had a queen because I saw an experiment where they would, or something where they were like placing a queen next to a new queen, and it got they had to split them up quite quickly.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, okay. Ooh.
They're the only mammals that function like insects.
Yeah, which is really
insects,
interesting.
But
I like the that they will commit suicide to protect the queen.
I just like the build up for that. Everyone has their role, and when it comes down to it, they will die.
I liked how the front line dudes were like all scarred. They had like an eye patch and a cut across their stomach, and they look like fucking hard ass mole rats. And it's just the cat girl picking them up, going meow.
I like the ones that were filming things because they're like their boom would just slowly drop into scenes sometimes.
Yes, yeah, that was amazing.
I also like where she's accusing, you're making an interspecies harem, and then like, why would I ever do that? Door opens. My friend, I will tell you how to make a harem as thanks for helping me get my girlfriend.
Go away, lion man.
I do not know this person. Oh, I'm enjoying this show.
Yeah, like I'm guessing you are as well. You just the dumb fun.
It's and educational, genuinely. As far as I can tell, it's not been wrong. Also, the image of a koala murdering fish because they're just trying to either discover things that taste as good as poop, or are trying to not think of the fact that they are in love with the taste of poop.
I have a feeling that's going to be her running gag. It will be like, oh yeah, I love the taste of my mum's shit, and it's going to cut off it each and every time.
Hey, follow these people, okay? Well, this one just wanted to do a Steve Irwin show.
Yeah.
Because she's Australian.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, she even had the Steve Irwin outfit as well, which was quite cool. I don't know what that outfit's called, but, you know, it was the same idea behind it.
But, no, it's a good laugh. What else? Rider 01 watched episode 20 of that.
Oh.
Continuing this sort of semi-tournament arc, which I get what they're doing, but considering how rapidly paced this was, it is slowing it down considerably.
How do you feel the tournament arc is here compared to the last series that did it? Which actually, I don't know if 01 did it, but Build did it.
Did it better. Build did it for 3 episodes.
I remember that. I remember getting like annoyed when you told me that they had a tournament arc. I was like, God fucking damn it. And then 3 episodes in, understanding, like, cool.
Yeah, this is more like 2 episodes per, and there's 5 rounds.
Oh.
So I'm hoping it gets cut off early, because I just don't want to sit around until episode 28 doing a tournament arc.
Yeah.
Bowser's still cool. He still can't count. Like, someone says, I'm 100% sure. I need you to be 1,000% sure. I just
That's
want someone
not
to
how
grab
it
it.
works.
That's not what maths is. You fucking moron.
You just need to apply yourself more, Mikey.
Overall, this was one of the weaker episodes, but there was some stuff involving Vulcan and this mysterious hooded figure who's been hanging about that was interesting, especially some very clever camera effects. And
is it a tie-in to a movie, or is it
no? I actually think my guess is it's a character from the opening we haven't seen yet.
That's good then, because I hate it sometimes where they like have a shadowy, mysterious figure, and it's like, find out who this is in the movie, and then they'll never be important again.
People have tried to justify that to me, like, well, if you're in Japan, you can watch it in the cinema. I'm just like, but what if you don't?
But even then,
what
like,
if you're a child who doesn't go to the cinema?
I'd say even then, it's rare that we've had like a Kamen Rider movie where both you and I have been like, oh yeah, that was really good.
That was
there are some, but mostly it's
yeah, like Overquarter movie is out now, and I'm just like, do I want to?
Is that the Shio one?
Yeah, and I'm just like, do I want to? Not really.
You know you're gonna, though.
I don't know.
You know you will.
I have skipped Rider movies.
Have you? I didn't think you had for some reason.
Some. I haven't seen all the like follow-up stuff. And I'm definitely not watching that stupid Gates one with the stupid form. God, it's hideous. Yeah. Apart from that, TV-wise, all I did was watched The Crown on Netflix. The first couple of seasons of that.
The what? The Crown.
The Crown, the show about Queen Elizabeth following her through the decades.
Oh wow! How very British of you.
Yes, quite amazing to watch from the outside looking in, shall we say.
Okay.
So it gets rave fucking reviews. Like, people love this show. I would describe it as very well produced, very well acted, utterly unmemorable. It's like every episode is good, up until about mid-season 2. But you never feel the need to go back and watch anything again. There's no moment where you say, "Oh, I wish I could watch that again right now."
Right.
And then
to be fair,
two,
I'd be kind of surprised if it was
it's just
that
like,
kind of show.
They're getting good drama out of nothing because the whole point is nothing happens in their lives, and then season 2 just becomes like, "Do you love me? Are you cheating on me? Do you love me? Are you cheating on me? I'm not loved. I'm getting married. Oh my God, look." It's the classic sexy artist who can't keep it in his pants. Nude scene. And it, like, season 1 is noticeably better than season 2. Season 3 has a complete cast shift.
Oh, 3 seasons. Jesus.
Apparently they're planning 6.
Whoa. How many episodes per season?
About 10.
10? Jesus.
I haven't seen season... Apparently they're just like, because they're showing her aging, they've completely changed the entire cast. So I would say that's I don't know if that's going to work, because, like, I think the cast is what's kind of selling this show.
Right.
Yeah. Apart from that, I finished building the Papa Bear guy.
Hey!
That is a real fun build. It's very simple, but it's fun. I spent a lot of time panel lining. It's amazing to me how much detail gets covered up in that thing. And that's not just because of the bear aspects, like, from the original design. Also, there's clearly, like, leftover pieces from runners.
Oh yeah,
because there's so many parts that you can't use in this one because you're using a big bear head.
Yeah, there's like half of an Act guy head. I think, like, the bottom half at the very least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that would probably still be there.
The figure is not the most posable, but posable enough. Surprisingly well balanced. I've got him, like, posed doing, like, a can thing with his walking stick thrown up in the air, and he has no problem holding that.
Yeah, he's got nice fat feet.
But, like, he's got a lot of tilts, and I was worried that he'd sort of lean one way, but he's really holding his pose. Looks great. Like, I love the idea of a 1920s Charlie Chaplin giant robot bear.
Yes.
And I think because you only need panel lining as well, you don't really need any other paint, and like, color in his eyes and save yourself the bother of the stickers. But really,
well, I'd say unless you want expressive eyes, then
even then
you're screwed.
I can't. Like, for this one, like, for the other ones maybe, but the expressive eyes feel like they go against the aesthetic to me, and when it's like this again, period guy for like the bear guy son or the pretty bear guy, or even the bear guy family.
Yeah, they're more anime, I suppose.
Yeah, like the deep grey colors really don't say jaunty wink to me. Or like the sort of, he's got one set of eyes which is just like life. But no, he's real fun, and I have quite a lot of fun just handling him. He seems more solid than some versions out there, because I've seen reviews of the San and the pink one that they had problems with some things holding together. My guy, no, he's solid as a rock, really, from all of it. I opened Figma Mako.
Oh wow, she's been cracked.
She's been cracked. She's currently on the desk with sleeping face in a strong walking pose, and her hands like very like straight lace moving, because she's walking in her sleep, possibly into my coffee cup.
Oh no.
With her small dog looking up her skirt.
Oh no.
Because that's what he does.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No.
No, I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. It's got real good articulation. Like, no problem. The skirt is no hindrance at all. Very clever cuts to it to make it seem like one piece.
And also very small skirt, just because of the design. Right.
The articulation in arms and legs, really, really good. Comes with a good Figma stand. Gotta love the good Figma stand. The accessories are excellent. Loads of hand options. Little dog, who has a mobile head, so his head rotates, which is nice. She comes with 3 alternate faces. all of which are incredibly Mako. The only head you're kind of missing is sort of a jolly, hi, open-mounted kind of one. Her open-mounted one is her in the middle of a hallelujah. And she's got an extra head, basically, or the back of a head, which has a deep cut in the hair, specifically so you can have her do poses or anything else where her head is pointed straight up. Like if she's diving through the air or somewhat, because it's Mako and such is her life. I really, really, really like this thing. It's really nice to have something from Kill la Kill. And if I could afford them, I would look into getting the Ryoko and Satsuki, but they are crazy expensive.
Yeah,
but hey,
been
did
out
you
for a
know?
while, so.
Did you know they have Nendroids?
I do. Yeah, I know that you've got a problem now.
One of them comes with little stairs for her to stand upon.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cute.
And little men standing behind her.
I'm guessing they're like translucent, like plastic or cardboard, right?
That is one flaw this has. There's a couple of things like a flag and some mirrors, but they're not pop out, they're cutouts, which means one, you have to be steady, and they're actually cutouts of the main box back.
Right. Oh man.
So I'm not going to use them because I don't want to damage this box, because the box itself has some, like on the flap where you open up the box, it has Mako yelling "Open the box." I really like the box for this thing. It's a really good, great little package. Lovely articulated figure. She's currently probably, right now she's probably missing my coffee cup and about to hit figure art design gets. So, that'll be a fun. That is a meeting of minds. But yeah, no, really, really good figure. Andy.
Yes.
What was your week like?
Right. So, I've started, but I haven't finished. I haven't even finished the first episode of The Haunting of Hill House. Have you heard of that? The Netflix show?
No.
It was a horror show based off the Haunting of Hill House or something like that. The terrible 1999 remake with Catherine Zeta-Jones and some other people. It's apparently a decent TV series, so I'm going to give that a good crack, but I can't say what that's like because, I haven't even finished episode 1 yet. I did watch today It Chapter 2. Have you seen that, Mikey?
No, I heard it's massively disappointed people who liked It Chapter 1.
Well, I thought It Chapter 1 was okay, and I watched this and I was like, this feels like the same movie. It felt
sure, so was that section of the book.
Yeah, well then I guess it was super faithful because it felt like I didn't get much of anything from it. It didn't help as well that we kept having flashbacks every now and again. It was a big fetch quest with flashbacks to when they were kids, and I was like, so this just feels like the first movie, but without any adult sections anyway. So yeah, not great. I couldn't recommend it. Unfortunately, I just thought it was meh, very meh. What else have I done? Oh God. I got I've started watching Fate Apocrypha again, so that's been my nighttime viewings. That's fun. I bought the second half of that this week as well, so that'll be coming. Oh no, that did come this week. That did arrive.
There's a new Fate show out, and I was toying with giving it a go because it seems very standalone. But
which one?
What's it called? Fate. Give me a second.
You mean Babylon?
I don't know if I'll tell you in a second. I was just reading the description. It didn't sound like it was like a sequel series or anything like that.
Okay.
Fate, Grand Order, Zeta, Majora, Sensan, Babylonia.
Yeah. It's that's based off the mobile game. This is the thing that I've said when I was starting to watch it. I'm not sure how well it stands if you haven't played the game. It's good. It's a good watch. It's not finished as of yet, but there are things that might not make sense. They might though. What I would recommend you do if you want to watch that is watch the Fate Grand Order movie. It's short. It's kind of okay-ish, but it would help kind of float you into that universe maybe a little bit better if you wanted to go down that route. That's what I would suggest. Did it do anything else? I haven't really. I've played a bit of Bloodborne today. Going farming some bullets, so I can go shoot dudes. But apart from that, I haven't done too much. I got a Lego set because I saw it was cheap. It was some kind of Ninjago, I think it's called, mech. Like a little small one. It was £7. I was putting that together. I was like, oh, this is fun. Putting together Lego, nice and simple fun. And it was cheap, so, why not? It's more than half price off. I put together the Chimaris Vidar as well. That's really good. It's got a massive lance which it can kind of barely hold, but it's got a backpack where it loads like nails into part of it, so you can use the load feature to kind of help balance the lance. So that's kind of neat. It's a neat little feature to help offset the weight of this really large, heavy weapon. I like it a lot. The colors on it are a bit weird because on the packaging, the kind of really light blue looks purple, and it's light blue, but on all the promotional images for this figure, it's this really like light purple, which is a bit odd. And that's it. I don't think I've really done anything else, unfortunately. It's been a quiet week. I should have put out the free version of from the file of Teletron 2, but I didn't. That'll probably go up at some point next week.
Andy is fail.
I have, yeah. But it's the free show, so it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I suppose that's it. My week's not really been that entertaining, I'm afraid. That's just how it goes sometimes, my friends, my little duckies. So Mikey, where can people find you on the internet if you want them to find you?
You can find me on Twitter as Irish Paleo, and if you want to contact us, guys, you can do it on our email, moonbase@gmail.com. You can send us a message on Twitter, Facebook, Libsyn, Patreon, Weebly, your mum.
Oh, damn. Damn.
I said your dad. I made it work.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. You can find me on Twitter, CCTFW, on YouTube as Cobra Commander TFW. You can find this podcast on the Moonbase 2 forums, on Twitter, iTunes, Facebook, Libsyn, YouTube as Moonbase 2 Transformers Podcast. And you can head over to Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Moonbase2. And you can do $2 each month for the extended version of From the Files of Teletron 2. You also get it a week early or more, depending on how quickly I get out the free show. And you also get the Moonbase Woo Woo, where we talk about non-transformy things in more detail than we do here, believe it or not. And you can also head over to ccbunker.weebly.com if you want as well. So that's another thing you can do. There was a quick little message. It's not really a question or anything, but it was more of just because I don't know if you'd seen it or not. As Christoph asked you, obviously, last week what your Digiman's team was. And you mentioned it, and he was like, nice team, Mikey. Uses a lot of the same ones that he did. Also, good to have Lilith Moon, Ara Ara. I'm sure that makes sense.
She does that. She goes Ara Ara because she is.
Did she? Oh no, she's the Onesan.
Yeah, the massive breasted monster Onesan. Yes.
Yes. Oh wow. Okay. I'm surprised that.
Hang on, you've never seen a picture of her while you're doing that.
I'm surprised she says Ara Ara.
Yeah, she does.
That's cool.
When
but
she's
I think
murdering
I'll play
people as well.
Oh, as you do. But I think I'll play the PS4 Digimon World game before I tackle the next Cyber Sleuth, mostly because that's the one I already have. Have you heard that the dude from Studio Trigger named Takafumi Hori worked on the fights for the Steven Universe movie? So I'll let you answer that when you come back. And let me tell you, it shows. But if you're not into musicals and between series filler movies, it might not be for you. I can say for me that Steven Universe was not for me. I got really annoyed at the filler and the amount of dicking about that they did. It just killed my interest in the show super quickly. So, Mikey, do you know of this animator from Trigger that worked on Steven Universe? You heard of him?
I don't know enough about Steven Universe, and also I probably wouldn't dive into the movie because I feel like you probably would have wanted to have kept track of it,
right,
over the years. And I haven't. I've seen a couple of episodes, and it was funny, but I never saw the big deep story. Maybe I just early on that wasn't the thing, and it didn't hold my attention long enough.
Right.
Maybe I'll try it again, but. Yeah.
She's not a fucking Digimon. She just looks like a person at a cosplay.
She's a mega level Digimon. She is officially one of the 7 most powerful evil Digimon.
Oh.
In a little group of powerful evil, like not all together, but like she's a comic villain in a Digimon. What's it called? Digimon Cross. She's like the comic relief big boobed villain.
Oh, of course.
She is also like the sort of. Hang on, I might as well show you this as well. She is the sort of, I won't say rival, but counterpoint to the heroic big boobed lady. Who is Mervamon? Is that her name?
The old Digimon have to have Mon at the end of their name.
Yes, that is a thing. But they're all Mon. But like, I didn't like Digimon Cross at all. Like, it has a couple of weird things in terms of its design. I like it. It's constantly it does this thing where like words constantly appear at the bottom of screens.
Why?
Because they're using attacks.
Oh.
And it's super distracting. But yeah. But no, like she's very good in the game, and she does go ara ara.
Alright, yeah.
And yeah. I'm surprised there isn't like a load of merchandise of her by now, to be honest. But what was I gonna say? Digimon wise, I'm waiting for Digimon Survive because I'm not really into the whole Final Fantasy Tactics style thing, but they're talking about this being a darker story with you can like multiple endings determining the survival or death of your human protagonist, and I'm kind of like, I'm curious.
Will this be Corpse Party Digimon? Because that could get pretty bleak if it is. Woof. Do you have anything else you want to throw down, Mikey, or should we wrap this sucker up?
Let's wrap it up.
Right. Oh, geez. Well, thank you, Mikey, for joining me on the show this week.
Thank you for having me. Hallelujah to you all.
And until next week, everybody, we will catch you laters.